um, start recording now. Let's see. So it's 8:06, and I think we should start. And if anyone comes in, they'll just join in the middle. Welcome to the first session of Jeung 7-week meditation course. I'm Young, and I'll guide this course today. So I just wanted to mention that this will be the last 7-week course for 2024. And starting next year, we'll start part 2 of the 7-week course, which is an intermediate level meditation course that'll go into greater detail of some of the concepts that we discussed during the basic 7-week course, as well as introduce new concepts. So we hope you can all join us then. So let me, actually, I'm gonna turn my camera off. So turning my camera off serves a dual purpose. One, the first purpose is it's less distracting. The second purpose is to prevent people from seeing me read the script. So anyway, welcome. So again, this is the first session of Jeung 7-week meditation course. And thank you so much for making the time to join us today. Session 1 will cover breathing meditation. So we're really going to the basics. We're starting with the basics of meditation. And this course will cover the fundamentals of meditation and discuss why we need to meditate. The name of this practice is Sunjeonghwa meditation, which refers to a sacred spiritual flower of light. Enlightened sages have said that the universe appears as a flower made of light once you reach a stage of awakening. We will also uncover the benefits of mantra meditation by using all our senses to open our minds and embark on a journey to find our true selves. The destination of this journey is the mystical light flower, which has been present in spiritual cultures throughout human history, but has been lost in modern times. Today's world is overly focused on instant gratification and gimmicky appeals to spirituality. Humanity faces a crucial evolutionary stage in history, an era known in the East as the Autumn Kibyeok, urging us to transform our behaviors and perspectives. It is essential to connect with the core of pure cosmic consciousness through meditation to aid in healing and enlightenment, and to bring significant change across all aspects of our lives as we usher in this new era. In the center of this significant change and transformation is the flower of light, which we will receive through meditation and ceremony to reignite the cosmic light that was once inside us. Your inner radiance will naturally inspire awareness in those around you. Today's session will teach you about true breathing and effective meditation techniques. These techniques will prepare you for clearing and purifying the energy vessels, allowing your body to receive pure light energy from the universe. But first, let's start with what meditation is. In the East, the word sudo is used for meditation. This term means cultivating the Tao, or the way to enlightenment within. Both words, sudo in the East and meditation in the West, essentially mean that humans should cultivate Tao within themselves. Wise men of ancient times said Tao is the origin and the ultimate destination. Cultivating Tao means finding your origin. In other words, meditation is discovering your original self and your true inner nature. Within us, there is ego, and there is true self. Our ego has been shaped by society and its expectations of who we should be. We have learned to define ourselves within the relative construct of self. Without seeing our true selves beyond this ego, we cannot explore our spiritual side or heal ourselves fundamentally. Meditation is thus a pathway to encounter our eternal self inside ourselves, allowing us to shatter the ego. The more you experience through meditation, the deeper you experience the true self. Meditation is also the perfect rest. You require no equipment. You close your eyes softly and discard all thoughts, good or bad. On your way to finding your true self, you become free from the stresses of wealth and possessions, social obligations, and expectations of who you ought to be. So now, why do we need to meditate? Meditation purifies you. So the more you meditate, the brighter and more precise your reasoning and thought process will become. You come to have complete insight into the nature of things. What does this mean? The world as we perceive it. The world is as we perceive it. Human suffering arises from how we perceive situations in our lives. For instance, you had a hard day at work. If you perceive that day with regret and blame, wondering why these things have to happen to you, you experience suffering. However, if you perceive that day as an opportunity to learn and grow, there is no more prolonged suffering. We can take this a step further and view conflict and hardship as critical to growth and development, much like a caterpillar inside the cocoon that needs to use all of its energy, life energy, to break out of it before it can transform into a beautiful butterfly and serve its intended purpose. Much like this, human suffering is intended to deliver a deeper understanding of life and push us to seek the truth and evolve into higher forms of it ourselves. Hence, suffering depends on how we perceive the events in our lives, and meditation allows us to recognize this and see this world for what it is. Also, through the practice of meditation, we can free ourselves from the darkness and negative emotions such as hatred, anger, and fear. We can also guard ourselves from the chi of illness because meditation gives our consciousness a higher frequency. There are many ways to meditate, but breathing is the most fundamental element in effective meditation. Let's now learn about true breathing. Breathing is fundamental to our existence. It is rhythmic and varies in intensity. It is also a crucial part of all meditation and self-cultivation practices. Breathing meditation techniques are used in Buddhism, Taoism, Hinduism, and many other practices, with meditation at its core. In this session, we will glimpse something even more fundamental than anything you have encountered thus far. It is a breathing method that has been passed down for the last 22,000 years through the sacred esoteric lineage of Korea. Unlike the breathing we engage in daily, proper breathing is not just inhaling and exhaling through the nose. It's about using every cell in our body, the entire body, to connect and communicate with nature and the universe. The pathway of light that allows cosmic energy to flow within one's body is located at the top of the head, the middle of the chest, and the lower abdomen. One must breathe in and out deeply from the lower abdomen and find the boundless sea of light from the cosmos to reconnect with the universe. This way, we can promote our health and extend our limited human lifespan by changing how we breathe. So before the meditation, let's sit comfortably on the floor or in a chair. A straight lower back is extremely important in aiding the circulation of energy and breath and improving circulation and concentration. As they say in the East, correct posture leads to the right thoughts. The mind and body are tied in this way. We can slightly push our pelvis forward to achieve a straighter back. This method prevents you from placing too much strain on your lower back, and your shoulders should always be relaxed. Please inspect your space and remove all clutter. And take your seat and shift your body side to side and front to back to find a comfortable position. Then imagine an X and Y axis across the floor and place your perineum on the 0 coordinates of these axes. The perineum is the lowest point on your body while seated, between the anus and the genitalia. This is to help you visualize that you are sitting at the center of the universe, or the beginning where it all started. In the world of Tao, our thoughts have great power. What we imagine becomes real, and our thoughts can shape our world. So when we position ourselves on the 0 coordinates of the axes in our minds, we place our spiritual selves at the center of the universe, where the energy is densely concentrated. Now let's try it together. Sit up tall with a straight back. Push your pelvis forward and relax your shoulders. And again, your back should not be straining. In the first method, we will practice breathing deeply in and out. When you breathe in and out, we will focus on two of the 3 energy portals in your body. The first one is in your head, and this is called the upper Tanjan, right here. Bring the focus there and send the energy to the middle of your forehead. The second portal, called the lower Tanjan, is located approximately 3 inches below your belly button, in the center of your body. Remember that the lower Tanjan is directly connected to the universe's boundless light energy. So you're pulling in the cosmic energy as you breathe in through the lower Tanjan. At the same time, pushing out your lower belly, expand your diaphragm, allowing for a deeper breath. So as you breathe in, you will bring the energy up from the lower Tanjan to your upper Tanjan and hold the breath there for a couple of seconds before breathing out. And as you exhale, slowly contract your lower belly and imagine you are pulling the energy down from your upper Tanjan to your lower Tanjan. When you exhale, release all of your worries, trauma, health concerns, hatred, pain, negative thoughts, and energies. Focus on slowly lengthening each breath as much as you can as you go along. So we're going to practice together a few times, and then we'll do it on our own for 15 minutes. So, and I'll try to guide you in the beginning, and then allow you to do it on your own. So when you breathe in, again, bring the focus to your lower Tanjan. And as you breathe in, slowly expand your lower belly so that your diaphragm can get expanded, and you're preparing to bring that breath up and the energy up to your upper Tanjan. So breathe in, expand your lower belly, bring the focus to your lower Tanjan, and feel the breath moving up to the upper Tanjan. Hold it there for a couple of seconds. And when you exhale, contract the lower belly and feel the breath move down your body to your lower Tanjan. As you do this, release all negativity. And sometimes I'll use breath and energy interchangeably. That's because our breath will carry the energy. It leads the energy. So your breath and your energy are essentially the same. So you're moving the energy throughout your body with your breath. And as we continue this form of meditation, we're going to get better and better at that. So again, when you breathe in, bring the focus to your lower Tanjan, push out your lower belly, and feel the breath moving up to the upper Tanjan. Hold it there for a couple of seconds. And exhale, contract the lower part of your belly and feel your breath move down your body to your lower Tanjan. As you do this, release all tension. And inhale. Imagine that you're inhaling the cosmic light through your lower Tanjan. And focus on your lower Tanjan. Push out your lower belly and push the breath up to the upper Tanjan. And hold for a couple of seconds. in your upper Tanjan. And we're going to exhale. When we exhale, imagine that you're breathing out all of the exhaustion and the stresses and negative energies you've harbored in your body as you bring the breath and energy back down to your lower Tanjan. So now we're going to try this with music. And again, it's important to go at your own pace. So I'm going to guide the meditation in the beginning. We'll do this for about 15 minutes. But then if you feel I'm going too fast or too slow, just find space to go at your own pace. So we're going to start by breathing in, but first bring your awareness to your lower Tanjan. And slowly, as you prepare to breathe in, expand the lower belly. Breathe in. Feel the breath and the energy moving up to the upper Tanjan. And hold it here for a couple of seconds. Before we exhale, contract the lower part of your belly and feel the breath and energy move down your body until it reaches your lower Tanjan. As you do this, release all tension. And we're going to inhale. Imagine that you're inhaling the cosmic light through the lower Tanjan. Push out your lower belly and push the breath up to the upper Tanjan. Hold for a couple of seconds here. Exhale. When you exhale, imagine that you are breathing out all of the exhaustion and the stresses, negative energies you have harbored in your body as you bring that breath and energy back down to your lower Tanjan. Breathe in, bring focus to your lower Tanjan, push out your lower belly, and feel the breath moving up to the upper Tanjan. Hold for a couple of seconds. And exhale, contract the lower part of your belly and feel your breath move down your body to your lower Tanjan. Inhale. Bring your focus to your lower Tanjan, push out your lower belly, and bring that breath and energy up to your upper Tanjan. And once it reaches the upper Tanjan, hold. And exhale. Contract the lower part of your belly and feel your breath move down your body to your lower Tanjan. As you do this, release all negativity. Inhale. Bring awareness to your lower Tanjan, push out your lower belly, and bring that breath and energy up to your upper Tanjan. And hold. Exhale, contract the lower part of your belly and feel your breath move down your body to your lower Tanjan. As you do this, release all negativity. Inhale. Feel that breath moving up through your body, all the way to your upper Tanjan. Hold. And exhale, contract your lower belly and pull that breath down, all the way to your lower Tanjan as you release. Inhale, bring awareness to your lower belly, expand, and bring that breath up along with the energy to your upper Tanjan. Exhale, release all of the stresses as you contract your lower belly and bring that breath and energy back down to your lower Tanjan. Bring awareness to your lower Tanjan, expand and inhale, bringing that breath and energy back up through your body and feel your breath traveling through your body. And allow it to rest in the upper Tanjan for a few seconds before you exhale. Once again, contract the lower part of your belly and feel your breath move down your body to your lower tancha as you release. Bring awareness to the lower tancha. Push up your lower belly and feel the breath moving up to the upper tancha. And hold it there for a few seconds. And exhale, contract the lower part of your belly and feel your breath move down your body to the lower tancha. As you do this, release all negativity. Awareness to your lower tancha. Expand your lower belly and inhale. Bring that breath up through your body to your upper tancha and hold. And finally, exhale. Contract the lower part of your belly and feel your breath move down your body to your lower tancha. And as you do this, release all negativity. And now let's try this on our own for 10 minutes. Okay, so let's pause here for a few minutes. I'd like to try this for another 10 minutes, but before doing so, um, I wanted to just mention that as we're doing these breathing exercises, many of us may have felt some friction in our breath. So for instance, when you're breathing in and out, you may have felt some difficulty carrying that breath all the way down to your lower tanjan and then all the way up to your upper tanjan, because normally we're not used to breathing in this manner. And you know, most of us just breathe with our chest. So we do a lot of chest breathing. But if you notice infants, children, they breathe, they rely on abdominal breathing. So you see their bellies move in and out as they breathe. So they're actually taking in that much deeper breath. But then over time, as we get older, as we go through the trials and tribulations of life, our breath tends to shorten. But we're going to reverse that through this practice by lengthening it and initially forcing it down so that we can give ourselves or allow ourselves to take deeper breaths, and start breathing with our abdomen and start the abdominal breathing. That's healthier, number one, but it also aids in our meditation practice. So the other thing I wanted to mention is something that we're going to cover in the later sessions are energy channels. I mentioned earlier that we're essentially moving energy in our body with our breath and our thoughts. So our thoughts also can move the energy in our body. As you're breathing in and out with our mind, with our thoughts, we're carrying the energy and the breath from the lower tanjan to the upper tanjan, and from the upper tanjan back down to the lower tanjan. But energy, just like blood, travels through energy vessels. These are channels that carry the energy throughout our body. And for many of us, those vessels could be clogged. We call those energy blockages. And in the later sessions, we're going to discuss how to purify and unclog those energy blockages, because it'll help us in the practice down the line, because we need to be able to, our bodies need to be fully cleared of all of the blockages to completely benefit from this practice. Because again, true breathing involves not just breathing air through our lungs, but breathing through every cell in our body as we receive the cosmic energy. So for us to do that, we need to release ourselves of all of those energy blockages. So there are three main, without getting ahead of myself, there are three main energy vessels that we will discuss in the later sessions. And then we will teach you how to clear the blockages in those vessels. But for today, if you feel some friction in the breath, just bring awareness to that and identify where the blockages are along that path as you're bringing your breath up and down the middle of your body, which in later sessions, you'll know is the penetrating vessel. So it's actually one of the three main energy vessels that we deal with in this practice. So it runs through the middle of your body, and that's where we're carrying our breath and our energy up and down between the lower and upper tanjan. But again, for today, just bring awareness to all of the areas where you're experiencing that friction, that difficulty in the breath, and don't force it, don't get upset, don't stress, just bring awareness to it, and just tell yourself, oh, I have a blockage there, and it's fine because we're going to clear it. We'll find a way to release you of that blockage. So we're going to do it again for another 10 minutes. And I just wanted to mention that because I don't want you to stress and say, oh, I'm not really good at this and that. So let's try it again with music. All right. So again, close our eyes. Let's close our eyes, straighten our backs, soften our shoulders, and rest our hands lightly either on our knees or on the desk in front of us, wherever, whatever suits you. And we're going to slowly bring our focus down to our lower tanjang as we prepare to take our first breath in. And we're going to expand our lower belly. As we breathe in, we're going to pull that breath up, breath in the energy up through the middle of our body to the upper tanjang. Once your breath and the energy arrives there, hold. And then as we exhale, we contract the lower part of our belly and feel the breath move down your body to your lower tanjang. Feeling every blockage along the way. And as we inhale, expand the lower belly and bring that breath and energy back up along the middle of your body to your upper tanjang. And hold. And we're going to exhale as we contract our lower belly, pull down the energy and the breath along the middle of our body to our lower tanjang. And expand the lower belly as we inhale and take in that breath up to the upper tanjang. And exhale, contract the lower belly and bring that breath back down to the lower tanjang. And inhale, expand, bring that breath up to the upper tanjang. And exhale, contract the lower belly and bring that breath down to the lower tanjang. And we're going to try this on our own. Okay, I hope everyone enjoyed that. This concludes the meditation for today. Today we learned about true breathing and why it's essential. We also learned the true meaning of meditation and the reason humans must meditate. In the next session, we'll learn the core mantras of Jeung. So chanting meditation is an integral part of our practice, and we'll explain why. So thank you for joining us today, and see you next time. So we can turn our cameras on. So this part, so we're going to start the discussion session now. So let's see. Oh, let's stop share. Hey, Norma. Oh, let me turn the recording off. Norma, you're on mute.
Oh, wow.
Wait, hold on. How do I stop the recording?